excuse my hair today, but I do have like this thought that I've been thinking about. And it's like, okay, if I was dead before Christ, like no spirit, but I'm just walking in the flesh, doing things of the flesh, now that I'm alive in Christ, now that I have his spirit, now that I'm alive in the spirit, I'm obviously still walking in the fleshly body, but I'm now moving towards finding more important things in the spirit, obviously, like doing things that please the spirit as opposed to the flesh, because the flesh doesn't really bring happiness like at all unless you're fully empowered by the spirit and like you're, I guess commanding, walking around in the flesh to do spiritual things, I guess. So our body's one with Christ. Whatever we do with the body is essentially representing Christ. And once you walk in the spirit, once you are walking in the spirit, people who are still in the flesh, who are not believing, they're going to worry about a lot of things that has to do with the flesh. But if you start moving in the spirit, which brings pure joy, they're going to be like, what is that person doing? I want what that person has. And essentially what you have is pure joy because you have the spirit, you have Christ in you. And that's really where all this happiness and joy comes from. If we constantly remind ourselves every single day, no matter what you're going through, that you have the spirit, that Christ essentially won, gave you that victory, then will start to, including myself, realize that I do have victory every single day. I do have something to rejoice about every single day, because that's what I was thinking too. I was like, what is there? Why were they rejoicing so much back in, like Acts? All the new believers were rejoicing. Like, why were they rejoicing? Were they perfect? And I can't really say for sure, but maybe it's just that they focused more on the victory in the spirit, the fact that they had the spirit, the fact that they had the things that most of the prophets were talking about was going to come. Most of what the Pharisees and all those people were hinging their hopes on was that they were going to receive some sort of promise, and now we're living in that promise. So it is something really to rejoice about. It is something to know that we really do have a victory, and we can let our spirit, Christ's spirit, move in us. So we have that choice. I have that choice.